This is Mongoose Jake with my review of the Nerf ZombieStrike Wrathbolt. Now, this is something completely different, and I'll go over it, and I'll treat it as its own thing, but, I mean, it fires arrows, and it's a pistol crossbow. Now, here is the thing. You're going to look at this and say, I'm not interested, or, hey, that's pretty cool, tell me more. And if you aren't interested, I understand, but hey, go ahead and stick around anyways. But what it is quite simply, it was the second recent, fairly recent. They've been out for a while, and I've actually been using this and trying to get a real sense of what I feel about it over the past number of months. And this was their second attempt to make a ZombieStrike blaster that fires their new bolts. And these are very squishy, and just mentioning these are very safe. At first I was kind of iffy on these because they're large, they're heavy, and well, this thing actually packs a punch. And I'll get to that a bit later, but these have actually swayed me towards, hey, these are fine. If you're just wanting to get a couple of these and shoot them with your family in the backyard, you won't be hurting people with these. Again, where eye protection as always. But these are safe to shoot. They hit no harder, really, than a Mega Dart. They have less velocity behind them, but they are very cushioned. There's some more weight there, but they're very cushioned. So keep that in mind. They're pretty safe. Now, on to the actual blaster itself. What do I think? Well, it's very easy to use. All you do is you manually grab the string and you prime it back. And as the term is, you knock the bolt. These are proper term for the arrows are bolts. If they go into a crossbow, it's a bolt. Knock it in. You'll hear a number of locks being activated. You can. Hopefully my camera's microphone picks that up. But there's actually a lock there. Without a bolt in and actually past the lock, it won't fire. However, once you do that, you fire that off, hits my leather chair in my shop here, and that's that. It's fairly slow to reload. It does not have a absolutely monstrous range, but it's pretty good. I easily can launch these at 70, 80, 90 feet with an angle to them. That's no problem. I don't think you're ever going to hit somebody unless they're not paying any attention, because quite simply, these are just like Mega Darts in that they have ports and they whistle, and these are loud, very loud. Coming overhead, they give away the fact that you have one coming at you. It's almost like the bomb sound that people play on games and whatnot, because when these come at you, let's see if I can fire one past the camera. That bounced on the wall 10 feet away and came all the way back to me. Grab that. But yes, they do have some power behind it. And actually other reviewers have shown this is actually more powerful than the big bow. So that's a win there, because this is only $15 compared to the other bow coming out at around $50. So it's hard to review. But I'm going to say this. Is there a place for it? Well, yeah, this thing's fun. This thing is one of I sometimes get onto Nerf for kind of doing the same thing over and over and over. Flywheel blaster that's mag-fed. That's kind of their go-to thing. They repackage it in different ways, make it full auto, make it semi-auto, make it select fire or not, but it's a flywheel blaster, magazine fed. That is kind of their par for the course, and they do it very, very well. Don't get me wrong. They do it better than anybody. If you're looking for a flywheel blaster, Nerf is definitely the name of the game, because as much as I like Buzzbeat, they don't do flywheel blasters. Right now, currently, the only one on the market is a Cyclonic, and it's okay. It's not great. It's okay. Kids love them because they're easy to use and whatnot. But this, without getting completely sidetracked, Nerf, to me, has almost become a flywheel company. This kind of stuff reminds you that they do have some originality in them. And while I would not say, if you're a competitive Nerfer, this is not going to be highly practical unless you do those things like, say, with people with shields. I know that they use megas to supposedly destroy shields or missiles. Well, this could be used in that role. Instead of using a missile launcher, and if you're going to compare this to a missile launcher like the Thunder Blast, this thing is far more easier to be accurate with. I have a Thunder Blast, and I have a Tri-Strike. The fact that you manually pump them automatically means you're going to lose some accuracy. These, well, you draw your string back, knock the bolt, you actually can stand there and aim, and within, say, 40 feet or so, you are pretty much going to hit a shield if that's what your idea is. So, as a shield destroyer, great. You could easily hit a normal shield-sized target with no problem. Carry a couple of these arrows around and have this. It does have a sling point. Have that on a sling. Use it just for that. Ideal. That's for competitive nerfers. Now, for those of you out there just playing around with your family, you're the ones that are going to have the most fun with this. $15, you get a couple of these things and fling it around like you could buy 2 or 3 of them. These are fun in that kind of idea. We get out the missile launchers and these and just have fun as a family. My wife and daughters. And that's where this thing is going to get me to recommend it. If that's what you're wanting to do, just looking for something fun, and it doesn't have to be a specific blaster. Well, Nerf's had a great idea here. The Wrathbolt is fun. It genuinely is. Now, the ammo is expensive. This is a 4-pack of the bolts, and I picked them up at Kmart, and this was almost $10. So keep that in mind. You're not going to lose these like Nerf darts, and I've been using this now for months, and I haven't damaged any. I have bent the rod on the bolt a little bit, but I haven't actually damaged any to where they can't be used. So they're very, very reusable, more so than darts. They do have more durability. So, I do recommend this. This is a Nerf product that I wholeheartedly recommend. And I recommend it based on fun. This thing is a lot of fun. I intentionally use it sometimes. You're handicapped by reload speed, you're handicapped by the fact that everybody hears it coming, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. This thing is all about fun, and it does that very well. And this is where I give a big thumbs up to Nerf and say, hey, give me more of this, and I'm going to love your company more than I ever did. Because I miss the stuff like this. I used to have the big bad bow. I had all that stuff when I was a kid. Got rid of it all. And I miss that stuff. I had a review where I talked about, I had the Manta Ray, which was a shield and shot the old Mega Darts. And that was just kind of funky and cool and neat. And that's what this is. Practical? Not so much. I mentioned the whole shield breaking thing that some people use megas and missiles for, and it'll do that. Just get with your group, see if they're interested in allowing this to do that, and then I would say yes, I'd recommend this over a missile in that purpose. Oh yeah, this is way better than a missile launcher. However, this is for fun, and it does it well. And I hope that you don't get too caught up in getting latest and greatest of everything, because you'd miss out. Everybody should have at least 1 or 2 of these and just have some fun with them. This is Mungus Jake with my review of Nerf ZombieStrike Wrathbolt, the bolt-firing pistol crossbow thing that is a whole heck of a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.